Hey everyone, TimaeuSS here, and welcome to another Ash Echoes video. So today we've got the Scarlet guide, and yes, we're going to show some gameplay as well as go over skills and team compositions to bring you guys what is the best build for Scarlet. First things first, if you guys didn't know, this is a brand new character that is obviously available now for the global server of Ash Echoes, and the banner is going to be here for about just under 2 weeks, and she's our very first banner character for global in the very first patch. So pretty exciting. Of course, look at that design and the 3D art for her, absolutely gorgeous. But how is she in terms of her performance? Now, I did poll her on the poll video that we did for Scarlet, quite lucky, and we got her relatively early, and I just love her art design, her 3D modeling, and I mean, just look at that asset. But yeah, let's go over the combat skills. I'll showcase this in the game as well, but just so that you understand what we're looking at. Now, in terms of the C skill, first things first, you don't have to get her to higher dupes. At dupe 0, the free-to-play players should be able to get a full experience of using Scarlet. Now, in terms of the C skill, the Crimson Punisher, if it lets me open it, there we go. Essentially, the motorcycle that she has activates arrest mode. Now, the charge time is 60 seconds, but do note, for the first time, before you activate the first time, it's a 30-second charge. It's halved, okay? And then subsequently, after you use it, the buff lasts for 30 seconds, so it's another similar to how before it's activated the first time, it's another downtime of 30 seconds. So 30 seconds of downtime in the beginning, activate it, and then you get another 30 seconds of downtime after the buff expires. So not bad, not bad. And in terms of what it does, it will do a massive amount of damage as she rides the motorcycle into the target area and circles around it, and then knocking back enemies as well, and activates arrest mode. Now she jumps back to the backline when she does the arrest mode, and now your basic attack deals 90% increased damage and bounces to an additional target. So not only do you get a huge, this is almost 2 times your damage, right, on the basic attacks, but it also bounces, which is absolutely crazy. It does not trigger when there's only one target, so against bosses, it's not going to suddenly bounce back to itself. No, that would be too broken, but still amazing. And again, like I said, lasts for 30 seconds. So this is really good damage buff, okay? And your first active, Heaven Piercer, charges briefly to fire a penetrating AoE shot, okay? And this deals a very nice amount of damage, knocking down airborne enemy units and also projectiles. And when you're in the arrest mode, okay, when you're in the arrest mode, it widens the trajectory of the shot, which is crazy, and you get a series of shockwave after that. And this is really important because you can see it's a 15, all right? The CD is 15, so in terms of lining this up with your seed skill, make sure that you use it right off the bat, right, when you can. And then the second one should come out after. The Heaven Piercer should come out after the next round of Crimson Punisher, because the first one's 30 seconds, so you have a 15-second cooldown. And then the one after should come after your Crimson Punisher buff has gone through. Now, your other skill, Relentless Pursuit, has also a fantastic passive that increases your basic attack speed. Okay, for 15 seconds or every 20 seconds. This is only a 5-second downtime for this passive. And the active, it locks on a single target. So you have your AoE in Heaven Piercer, and you have your single target for bosses in Relentless Pursuit. It rides around them, firing at the target and reducing movement speed by 90%. And this fires a total of 50 bullets, and each hit ignores 0.5% of the target's basic damage reduction, increased with each hit. So it goes all the way up to 20 basic damage reduction ignore, okay? This is so nuts. And meanwhile, deals 1 damage to 650% final attack in total to enemies on the riding route as well. And while this is active, and this is the part where she can actually be used not only as a damage dealer, but a pseudo tank, is because while this thing is active, okay, and again, the cooldown is only 20 seconds, you take 90% reduced damage. This is a 90% damage reduction, which is crazy, with immunity to control effect as well. And if the lockdown target is defeated before all the bullets have been fired, it ends the ride and activates the skill's passive effect. If the target is not defeated, then your basic attack ignore 20% of their basic deal over the 40 seconds. So this is really insane. And if you have arrest mode, you ignore up to 25% instead, which is always nice, and knocks back as well. So you can see you can see she has a lot going for her, and we're just going to show you guys in the actual combat as well how this looks. And I'll go over the team building part. So let's just select a random team, and this is not a bad team that you can run. Of course, not Laurel here, but I'm just showcasing because I don't have the other win characters built up just yet, since we just pulled Scarlet. But you can see what you want to do with her is, I'm going to slow this down as well. Okay, let's slow this down. What you want to do with her is essentially, let's just start this and we will slow this down. There we go. Okay, we will start with the AoE, right? And this is just going to clear house. Boom, look at that crazy amount of damage. And now if there is going to be an enemy, we can use our combo, right? This is the no, let's not use this. There's no enemies at the moment. There we go. Now enemies here again, we can actually combo up. Boom, for another shot. This is massive amounts of damage. It's just absolutely crazy. Okay, let's just fast forward because we're way too strong for this. I'm gonna try to see if we can get the ult off so I can show you guys what the arrest mode is gonna be. So let's zoom out. Oh, there we go. Okay, we have the arrest mode on now. Let's not do auto. So we have our Relentless one, Pursuit, and we also have our AoE attack, 7 Pierce with Showcase. But what we're going to do right now is wait for an enemy, and here is the AoE. Okay, this is the Crimson Punisher, and you get to see that you can see the range is not bad, and they get knocked back as well. Oh, let's reposition. There we go. And then get the Crimson Punisher. There we go. And you can see the knockback in the bottom as well. So go there and look at this cutscene. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we just immense amounts of damage. Don't forget, guys. Okay, they get knocked back, and if they survive, then we can still combo away with double AoE into Relentless Pursuit. Okay, this is absolutely crazy, the amount of damage she is able to output, which is why I think she is so damn strong. So, for example, right now, we have the buff. We have the buff active, and we are just gonna boom. Because we're in the arrest mode, we have the ability to combo once again, you can see, and we can still use our other skill, which is so crazy. I will show you the Relentless one if the enemy pops up in time. There we go. Okay, let's do the circling part. Here we go. The one we didn't showcase, yeah. This is the Relentless Pursuit. We're just going to circle, and it's just going to be endless amounts of crazy damage coming out. So yeah, overall, I really like her gameplay style and the amount of damage she can output. It's actually crazy how much she's able to do while having the ability, okay, in boss fights to act as a pseudo tank because of that 90% damage reduction. Okay, gorgeous character. Gorgeous capabilities. So again, we're going on Pridewind's website. Make sure you guys click on the link, okay, because they write a lot of amazing stuff, but make sure that you do click on the link. Now, in terms of the gameplay tips they have, you can do skill 1 for cost benefit, and this is the burst damage, and skill 2 is going to be damage reduction, which is really nice, like I said, against boss fights. Now, in terms of the team recommendation, you can see you can run Scarlet as your main tank, which is the crazy part about it, right? So in the team I showcased, I had Scarlet, Begonia, and Freyda. Freyda is the healer, Scarlet is going to be a pseudo tank. Instead of Azusa, though, I do have Laurel, okay, because my Azusa is not built yet. But to get a win team, a synergy, you are going to want to run Azusa here 100%, because Azusa can shred up to 100% of the enemy's wind resistance while increasing extra damage. So this is really crazy, and this team is so damn good together. And not to mention waifu Begonia with Freyda. This is part of the 99-cent free team. So pull Scarlet, and you're gonna get Azusa along the way, and then by spending 99 cents you secure Begonia and Freyda. So definitely a good pickup for sure. Absolutely love this. Now in terms of the other teams, you can see you can do Scarlet, Azusa, and instead of Freyda, you can run Langjing for survivability, and then Laurel as a pseudo tank. And if you want to do a pure win team, then Scarlet, Azusa, Felicial and Zoldyman. This one we talked about in our previous video. So definitely some alternatives also are available, but these should be easily recommended. Now, in terms of the memory trace, okay, in terms of the memory trace, you can see that the best one, the best in slot is going to be the Blood Revere Secret as your core. Okay, this is super important, and we did talk about it in the pros and cons aspect of the previous video. Blood Revere Secret and Dusk Radiance. Yes, these are really important, and unfortunately I don't have either. And this is not to say that you know, I will not be playing the character because I don't have the best in slot. That's far from it. You can still run them even if you don't have the memory traces, because these are standard ones. They will come eventually, okay, not the rate up banner ones. Now, in terms of the future synergy, and this is one that's not talked about, you can see we've got Boreas, shield and crit buff to the Wind team, which is absolutely crazy. Wow, enhanced allies base attacks with ice. So that is so good. That's so good to go with the basic attack specialist of Scarlet. And Thea is another character in the future, looking at Elpis as well as the buffer. So let me know your thoughts if you guys care about some of the future characters, because we don't know the release schedule for global and how it's going to look like, but I might do a future CN tier list with CN character review if there's enough interest. But today, of course, the start is going to be about Scarlet and her variations and her skills that we did manage to showcase. So I'm super pumped about it, and let me know your thoughts. And yes, TimaeuSS here. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye now.